Hello and welcome to a sunny Three Barrel Cove for what will be our episode 6 of Purple Does Potions. And welcome to a bit of a change around in our strategy brought about by the first access really at level 6 to some meaningful AoE options. So let's have a look at what we've been able to do. I've rejigged the enhancements as mentioned to take plenty of points in this apothecary tree. The main draw of this is that third core, which can be used both to heal really decent amounts, or as we are going to use it to harm with the inflict serious wounds AoE. So our strategy, as mentioned before, we're going to lead with the glue bomb, which although it does stick people, it doesn't actually cause helpless, so there's not extra damage, but it's great for sort of grouping things or keeping things grouped at distance. And then when you drop the boom on them, the second one, that really does take care of a decent quarter of things. Just in case it doesn't clear everything, we have the option of dropping the third one as well, which is an AoE fire. Why fire and not acid? Well, because of the way the gear is at the moment, I've lost my acid stick because I swapped it for the scepter of nullification. Nullification takes care of negative energy and poison, and this being our main, easily our main and super low cost look for spell points damage dealer, I wanted to try and help it to crit as much as possible, because our negative is a bit behind the line on most things. So we've got negative 21 crit chance, which is not amazing, but negative power we've got to 108. So you can see the acid and fire are still well ahead of that. But we do have our metas on there for free. We can't quicken it unfortunately, but we have empower and maximize on there. Feat I took at level 6 was the Arcane Initiate, the one you get for having a wizard past life, or the one that comes available rather. It's an excellent feat on most any caster, giving +1 spell DCs to all schools. So we have two different schools. We specialise in the transmutation, the crowd control type things like this one, and the conjuration, which is most of our other offensive spells, these kinds of things. In fact, I ought to take the fine dust off because I've removed that now. As good as it was, the glue bomb is certainly better. And we can see now the duration's going up still with the caster level, so we're up to 21 seconds now. Slight changes in the gear. As mentioned, I've added in this nullification club. I would really have liked to add the Ring of False Decay, which would have been insanely good for this build. It would have given us negative spell power and crit, and also acid spell power and crit. That would have been awesome. We could have put it in there because this ring is fairly bleh by comparison. But sadly I don't have that. That would have been the number one item in that slot. So that's why, because we still have fire spell power and crit there, that's why we've gone with the Molotov cocktail instead of the acid AoE, the caustic solvent I think it's called. I slotted an intelligence diamond in the crown of snow because I noticed our intelligence was a bit low, and it turned out we didn't even have an intelligence helping item. Being as that's our main stat, I thought that was a big boo-boo and went to correct that. Anytime you see a spell, like in the case of this Molotov cocktail, I hadn't picked that up on level up, and I decided I wanted the fire AoE instead of acid, because if you look here you will see our fire crit chance, because of the ring we're wearing, is way ahead of the acid one with comparable spell power. So I went to the House of Wizardry in Jarasco and picked up the scrolls to inscribe from the vendor in there. What else do we have? Yeah, speed boots we added 25% speed, Sapphire of Heroism slotted, so we don't need to mess about now with the can I just close that? Don't need to mess about with the heroism potions anymore. Sapphire of Heroism drops from chests in the Feywild. I think it's the rare chest in the wilderness, or at least that's where I got it from. So a nice little convenience thing to add. +2 on skills and saves. Nice boots anyway. I was saying we were short of dodge, so we've got some dodge now. Oh, only 6% still, so we've got plenty more we could be doing. No other changes in the gear, so we've literally just added our 1 level 3 spell, the Molotov cocktail. We have rejigged, as mentioned, the enhancement trees. I've still kept some points in Bombardier tree for this 1 spell-like ability. So what I plan to do, go with these 3: Glue Bomb, Inflict Serious AoE, and Molotov AoE for our mopping up of groups. None of them are quickened. That one because we can't, and these other 2 because spell points are still an issue. Then we've got this fire spell-like ability, the Spell Vial. We've seen they've been doing upwards of 300, maybe even 400 sometimes on a crit. So I've kept that down there for mopping up individual targets, and we've got 2 other little single target things. That's just a level 1, just for if something needs a quick tap to finish it off. And that one is that, I think that's a level 2 spell. Costs a bit more, does a bit more damage. For heals, we have the fully meted Cure Light Wounds. I don't think it does too much, but it's not terrible. It's better than a Potion of Cure Serious, a little bit better. And of course we could throw that on any fellow party members, whereas this thing, of course, we can't. We do get access to the whole AoE healing line, so Cure Serious, Cure Critical, and I think there is later on there's a heal, an AoE heal, which am I right in saying nobody gets that, or does the cleric get a heal mass? I don't know. I know my druid certainly doesn't. So an AoE heal is certainly a potent weapon if it goes where it's supposed to. I guess that's the thing with the Alchemist, isn't it? I think that's it for the waffle. I thought we might take our fledgling Alchemist through the 3-barrel Cove and see how we stack up against the denizens in here. I'm a little bit lower level than I would normally be coming in here, because I literally, as soon as I could oh, we can't go anywhere, can we? As soon as I could take the level, I pounced on it, because the difference is very significant with having, you know, just like pew 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 in individual targets, to suddenly having a significant AoE attack or 2. It's very good. I tested it just once prior to coming here in the it was a good testing ground actually, the level 4 Pirates quest in the harbour, the Irestone Inlet. We don't tell me I'm going to get a purple dungeon alert on the way here, please. We did very nicely in there. With just the strategy I described, the leading with the glue bomb and just dropping the big booms, and it felt well, both hugely satisfying and a little bit kind of cheating to be doing that kind of thing from such range. You know, the things couldn't even see me. Sometimes I couldn't even see them. I could see maybe one of a group, and then suddenly everything was dead. You just have to wait a little bit for the things to go flying in. It reminded me a little bit of our favoured Soul Life with the enlarge when we were blowing things up from halfway across the map with the is it Celestial Bombard or something like that, leading with the sound burst. Do we have to do anything back there? Maybe not. Okay. If they're not going to come for us, we're not going to be too upset. So glue bomb. Oh, he's been a bit stubborn. Okay. Another nice thing about the way I've got these set up down here, we've got red, yellow, red, which is quite nice for returning us into the orange reaction state, the pyrite, which is the best one for us to be in, and for spiking that quite often. Using the glue bomb all the time is going to take us out of pyrite, as we can see here. But firing those three is invariably going to get us back to orange, and that 10-15 second spike like that, except everything's already dead. So we're not setting any speed records because we haven't got anything quickened. I haven't done that because look, we're already quite well into the spell points, so I don't want to tempt fate and end up running out.
The dragon below lies ahead, coming with evil power.
Oh, immune to negative. Okay. Yeah, I'm making a bit of a mess of that, but we got the job done. Just using the single target things against that one. It's probably not an amazing chain to illustrate our newfound AoE, because there is quite a lot that comes in ones and twos here, isn't there? And fire isn't the best element to be going after these with either, is it?
Power makes bile rise in your throat.
Okay. Now, can we just... I think that's immune, isn't it, to...
The second altar breaks, and you feel a faint tremor below your feet. The dragon stirs.
Yeah, look at that. That was just the glue bomb and then the spell-like negative thing. Absolutely massacred them. So we just have to be a little bit aware of immunities with the fire side of things, especially in the fire caves. Immunities, of course, if you don't know the Alchemist class, in common with most casters, at level 12 in your tier 5s you get a means of stripping the opponent's immunity to your main element. So what will tend to happen is, even if they're immune to your main element, you'll send a multi-vial in. The first one will hit and do nothing, and debuff the opponent to take full damage from your follow-ups. So you'll still do some pretty nasty damage, even against stuff that's supposedly immune. That's from level 12. Come on. Yeah, I'm not digging this single target business. It's not our forte anymore. Oh, hey up, let's go and cuddle him. He saved, and he still took 273 from the AoE inflict serious, which I should be using even on single targets. It costs nothing, it's on a short cooldown. I should be using. I've been making a real mistake tiddling about with these three little things. But I'm learning as I go. So that little heal, of course, from the apothecary tree is maximised and empowered as well. Even though our positive spell power and crit is not exactly prodigious, we are doing okay on that side. So glue bomb, AoE, negative, everything disappears. Delighted. Oh, Flameborn, that's not going to do well with the fire, is it? Let's try the old one too. No, he's causing trouble. Okay, just the 650 at the second attempt. I think we'll try that against you as well.
From across the chasm, make more of my shaman of the dragon below thunders
Okay.
with rage.
We can probably get that guy from here as well. Oh no, there are limits.
As make more of
Nice.
shouts something in an eldritch language. The stones echo
And we
his
can
words.
definitely get that thing.
The third wall
Beautiful.
collapses, and the dark presence seems to lift from the caves. The dragon below's power is broken.
I'm still waiting for my card cleanser or whatever it is, curse cleanser. I've never actually bought nor used an auto box, so that would be an experience in the game for me. Although it would completely defeat the object in a purple life. Maybe I would do it for a paladin life, because he would quite like 3 of those and he only has 1. For the extra healing amp, a tanky warlock I'm sure could make good use of something like that. Okay, we'll just talk to this. Do you know have I made a mistake? No, I haven't. You've got to go back and talk to him. You can't just walk back into the quest and do the second one, can you? I don't think I have made a mistake there. It's the Gal's tomb where you can go out and straight back in, I think. So let's take on board the mistakes we made there. Namely, not making enough use of the spell like inflict serious. Even against single targets, it's still the best choice. We could have it on our bar as a heal as well. The only reason I haven't is whichever way round you use it, like to inflict or to heal, it puts the other one on cooldown. So it would put our biggest attack on cooldown if I used it as a heal. I don't trust myself to keep an accurate track of that, and I can just see me in a pinch, desperately needing to heal somebody and having that thing on cooldown and letting them die. So I choose just to focus on the attack side of it, at least for now.
They are sweltering. The air itself seems on the verge of catching fire.
Right, you lot. Let's give you some glue and some of that. When it works, it's devastating. And for those of you who haven't played Alchemist before, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till level 12. That's all I've got to say. Now, can we glue these people? Oh, we can. Oh, where did you come from? He came at a rather inopportune moment with my negative AoE on cooldown. So that inflict serious thing again, third core in the apothecary tree, that fixes everything. Reapers, nasty single target, AoE, you name it, it does it.
The grinding of stones and the crackle of flame fill the air. In the haze, things seem to move that have no range to.
Well, that was a boo-boo. That was two actually, two flame spells against a flame target. Oh dear. For those of you who don't know the three-barrel cove, this second venture into the caves is just a slightly different variation of the first one. In the first one you have to break the altars, in the second one you've just got to kill the elementals. Again, that was the negative AoE, and just absolutely hammering everything, including Reapers. I'll be interested to see what it would do against undead. I don't think it heals them, but I'm guessing they're immune. However, all our fire attacks would do quite nicely, I think, against undead, so swings and roundabouts, eh? I will go into the Fey after this area, I think, and see if I can acquire myself a Ring of Falls Decay, because it's not the first time I've wanted one and not had. I have obviously the legendary version, which I'm using on Purple's End build, being as he's an acid warlock. But the heroic one has so far eluded me. Ooh, hello. Just waited for that Reaper to come into range. Now, one thing we do have that we didn't up to now, against the Famine Reaper in particular, is the excellent second core of the Apothecary tree. A bit more armor class, and the main thing there, the immunity to magic missiles. I hadn't noticed when the reaction is green, +2 positive and negative spell crit damage. It's not anything massive, but it's helpful. Come on then, happy things. Still don't think our strength is high enough to allow us to, no it's not, to pick up everything at random. I think we might soon get to a stage where we'd be encumbered if that was being done.
Waves of baking heat wash up the tunnel, and with them a hate so pure it seems almost physical. The last of all over the
Nice.
fire caves, elementals are slain one and
Hopefully
all.
they're not going to come flying down here, as they sometimes do.
Heat and
Right,
steam rise from the
recalling,
cave
and we'll go
entrance
on
before
to
you.
Two-Toed Tobias. A nice view of the lighthouse by night.
The crow's nest is strategically placed to detect ships coming in and out of Three Barrel Cove. The Weeping Cove is rumored to be a resting place of Two-Toed Tobias, an ancient three-barrel legend.
Okay, we'll just get to a patch of solid ground where we can do our buffs.
The cacophony of wailing and moaning becomes clearer as you enter the cave.
The starting ring of water breathing that you get when you first create a new character, or TR1,
An opening in the
could come
ground
quite
reveals
useful
another body of
in a
water
quest
to
like this.
explore.
I tend to just bob back up when I need to take a breath. There are enough opportunities to do that, but
The valve triggers a rush of
sometimes
water
if you
through the
don't know the
pipes,
quest, or
followed
if
by
you
the sound of a
like this
door
little
opening.
point here, you can get stuck down here if you don't know the thing you're looking for. So it can come in quite handy, such a ring, in quests like this. Or there's one in the Necro 2 chain, which I absolutely will not touch, with loads of swimming sections where the same ring could be quite handy. Didn't bother with the glue bomb there, just hammered them with the negative AoE. I think we're going to do the same again here, just let them collect and boom. Yeah. Oh. We don't have evasion yet, do we? So we're going to have to go and disable this trap. At which point we do get stuff falling down on top of us. If you ever get into a situation like that, maybe in that quest in the 12 where there's a swim to do, a level 6 quest, another man's treasure, there's a swim to do, and you can often find yourself like way down on the health bar. You can't obviously heal yourself in water, but your hirelings can. So you could have summoned one near the entrance, or you could, if you've got a gold seal one like this one, which you can summon anywhere, you could just bring them to you and have a bit of a top up that way. So the traps have been got rid of. We're now coming up towards Mike's favourite part of the whole game, the mammoth box breaking area. What's going on here? Why can't we? Oh, it's preventing me from even attacking them with the negative thing, which tells me that they would get healed by it. Okay. So we need to be making use now of our other AoE, which is the Molotov thing, and I think that will still be fairly effective against the undead opponents.
You hear doors close ahead and behind you. You feel that you are trapped.
Okay, if we are trapped, where are they all? Nice, oh look at that. Happy days. Can we do another one of those? Oh yeah, so that was the Molotov cocktail at work, made short work of those. And most things on the bottom line, the single target things, are fire based, so that's good too. Made a bit of a meal of that with the Reaper, but I think we're still okay. Okay, do we have anybody else? Yes, we do. That was because I didn't tab target the thing. Oh, that second one was lag. Okay, we need rid of that thing, or shall we just glue bomb it? I don't like the look of a red crown. Okay. Yeah, when we're not able to use our... oh, that just fizzled. When we're not able to use our really nasty negative AoE, which is the case here, we're struggling a bit more, aren't we? Could do with the mage going.
Cervantes,
Yeah, okay.
Two-toed Tobias's first mate, has been returned to the depths.
That was a fail. I was trying to get the two of them in an AoE and missed it. Now I can never remember. There's a trap here somewhere. Maybe it's only in Epic. I'm not quite sure. I think it might only be in Epic. Oh, that was nice. How are we doing for mana? We're not doing so well, are we? But there is a shrine a little bit later, a little bit further round, so we should be okay.
A ship's mast rises up from a chasm in the cave floor.
Where are we going through? This way? A couple of valves to pull here. I remember this took me a while to find the way on the first time I did this. It's a little bit disguised this way forward, and it's not immediately obvious where you go after you've opened the way either.
A frigid cold cuts through your body as you see a frozen river below. The air becomes even colder as the source of the cold air is coming from this room.
Oh, they didn't like the fire, did it? I should have sussed that out sooner. A cold mephit would be blown to bits by the fire.
The fire jets melt the ice, allowing you to continue your search for two-toed Tobias.
The Alchemist does actually get a spell that I think it's called Gill's Extract, a level 1 spell that allows you to swim quite a
The
bit
second
faster.
valve triggers another
But
chain
you obviously
reaction,
only have so
which
many
opens the
slots, and I
door to
didn't
the rest of the dungeon.
think that one was exactly a top priority. At least not unless we are overflowing. I don't know how many spells the Alchemist gets per level when they finally reach the cap. Just my luck, a reaction spike and nothing to spike on. So we're looking for this shrine now, aren't we? Dispose of these if we can. Nicely done. That freeze was the cerulean wave effect of the Crown of Snow. Every now and again it goes off and gets you a helpless opponent to shoot at, which is never a bad thing. And I'm still horribly ignoring my spell power boosts. Just want to see us going into the contacts, triggering that boost as we go in. I think we're missing something there. The Reaper saved there, did you notice, and still took 315 negative damage from our signature spell of the moment. So that was really tasty. Glue bomb and then Molotov. Yeah, nice job. Nice. So the Molotov is working really nicely against the undead. Same deal here. I didn't stop the big... Oh, I did in the end. The big boss guy there. Oh, what's going on here? Okay.
Levers appear on opposite sides of the room, adorned with bullseyes.
I'm missing the fairy fire of my druid.
As the lever flips back, the floor opens.
That's a funny little contrast leveling this one. For the first 6 levels, I would say it's probably worse than our Tempest Ranger that we just did.
The door before you opens, as if
But
you were
once you get
expected.
going, as you can see now,
The supposed
and you get into the
urban
groove with this AoE
speaks
stuff, and you really start rocking and rolling.
I have long waited for this moment. I am sorry.
So I wasn't able to use the negative
Tobias was not just an
thing
urban
against
myth.
Tobias either. So when it's
Though it is doubtful that
when you're
anyone
trying to
would
cast
believe
it against
your
something
tale
that
of
would be healed by it, I think it just prevents you from doing it altogether. We do get access to a 3rd level spell, Melt Lock. I haven't got it yet because I'm only able to use 1 3rd level spell, and it's the Molotov at the moment, which has been used really nicely in this quest, so no complaints there. But we will, in the fullness of time, be able to open locks and doors and things, which will be nice.
The Weeping Cove is rumored to be a resting place of Two-Toed Tobias, an ancient 3-barrel legend.
If any of you ever play Artificer or Plan 2, there's a very nice low-level rune arm drops around this area from It doesn't always pop up, does it? It's called Strinty's hand cannon. And I thought the skeleton that dropped it was... Oh, that's it. Cannoneer Strinati, that's him. He's immune to fire. That's not cool. I suppose it's in keeping with the nature of his rune arm thing that drops here. We don't see it this time. It's called Strinty's hand cannon. Very nice AoE rune arm for, is it level 5, I think. Okay, this one I always go in and come straight back out and go back in again. Just do it twice without returning to hand the quest in. There are 2 different quests in here. I'm not one for repeating quests unless there's a very compelling reason to do so, and as far as I'm concerned in the leveling process there aren't too many times like that. But there are 2 very similar quests in the same area here. Oh, what's going on there? That was a nightmare. Lost a big chunk of health and played that appallingly. Why didn't I just freeze them? Waiting and boom. Yes. Happy days. Right, we've got a couple that have just walked past us. I think we could just do the same again. Now you, can we just try the same treatment on you? 'Cause I don't fancy you opening up on me being a boss and all. He didn't like the... What didn't he like? Oh, of course he's a soul of ice. He doesn't like the fire.
The egg splits open, spilling rank-smelling jelly into the water. 1 down, 2 dozen to go. Something glistens far beneath the stone bridge.
Ooh, don't do that.
Slimy eggs.
The damage over time, I hate that. That's one of the biggest causes of death in Reaper mode, isn't it? The red crowns putting the damage over time on people. And one of the biggest causes of me failing this quest is forgetting to collect the eggs on my way through. Oh, okay. Let's go with the glue first, and then the AoE negative, yes. Oh, Stone Guard. Stone Guard is electric, is particularly vulnerable to, isn't it? I sent some glue in against him and even that didn't kill him. What's going on here? Oh, maybe it hit the jellies by accident. I made a right pig's ear of that, didn't I? Again. Right, get the eggs, don't forget to heal. Now in this next room I have had untold problems with those 2 is it champions or warlocks or something up at the top. They keep casting hold spells, so we need to attack them with extreme prejudice if we can. Nice, 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 okay. Now there's a Reaper up there. Can we unload on that as well? I think one of our shots missed it. Nice. That was a nice negative AoE there. Got rid of the dangerous warlock. Any of the warlocks can hold us and make us helpless. We do have the harper pin, but we don't have any form of freedom of movement like the awesome eternal flask of freedom of movement you can get for mysterious remnants during champion hunter weeks. I am waiting eagerly for such a week to get one of those for purple, because it's long past time that he had one. Okay, we've got a famine there at the back. Can we just try and annihilate that? Oh yes! Famine one-shotted. Oh, this is a bit less nice. Oh, that was tasty. Now then, this is where our previous iteration would have been amazing. The single shot AoEs. Sorry, the AoEs. The single shot SLAs. With all the metas on. We have only one now. But they would have been awesome at clearing out all this stuff here. I think we're going to need to drop down, aren't we? Get all these eggs. Now, jump could come in handy in here. I think we can probably just... Can't we do that? No, we can't fire a bottle at the egg, okay. Are we sure we can't fire a... Oh, we can... Oh, no, it's not going to work, is it? Okay. Never mind. Okay, let's see if we can send the glue in there.
This is Alchemist, keep the tribe. Chief Alchemist, progenitor of the eggs.
Come on, today. That was a bit ponderous, but we'll take it. Now, 10 eggs left. Please don't tell me we've missed one somewhere. 7 left. I bet we have. Have we missed one up at the top of here? I think there are 6 in that last room. Doesn't look to be, do we? No, I don't think there's anything here. There's nothing down here. It's saying 7 left. I have a sneaking suspicion we've missed one. That's going to be painful if that's the case.
Through the arches lies the way to
Okay, let's
great
try and get
Cove's
these all
rusty
together
place.
if we can.
Red Tom and his lot never made it this far.
And got a little bonus of nabbing the Reaper at the same time, which we never even knew was going to pop up, so it chose a good time to wander in. Now, the same approach here could be good. Glue bomb, and then I'll send all 3 of the big AoEs down there. Got rid of the crown, which was essential. And that's how we cheese an end fight.
Here in this sea
Although I think there are still some things to come here, aren't there? Aren't they going to pop up out of the floor? One egg left, I can't believe it. That's horrible. Okay. Can we even get back? I'm not sure we can. I just saw 7 left, and I thought, oh no, where have we? Because I have a feeling there are only 6 in that last area. So where did we miss? It's definitely not in here. Was there one somewhere with a warlock guarding it that we just dropped down? Can we even get back? I don't think we can we? I don't think we can get back. And I'm certainly not going to bore you by doing it again in the recording, so I think I'll end it there. You've seen enough to see A, how incompetent I am, and B, how much of a difference the AoE has made to the build. So if I had a DDO I would use it, but I don't, so I don't think we have a way to go back and pick up that last egg, so I'll have to repeat the quest. So sorry about that, but overall I think it's been quite a success. That the changes, the arrival of the AoEs really helped us along, and we're in a much better place than we were a level ago. So I'm more than happy with that, and hopefully onwards and upwards. Thank you very much as always for looking, and I will speak to you in the next one. Take care.